Hi Aquarius, welcome to your November reading. So lots of stuff happening. You guys are going to mainly be affected in your public life and probably in your home life a little bit more. Yes, your 12th house is in Capricorn is still going to be activating both of these areas. But as Venus moves into Libra and Mercury goes backwards into Libra this week, leading up to November, really there's a lot of like exploring and discovery and insights to spiritual matters that you probably haven't really been thinking about. I feel like a lot of Aquarians are coming into a time where focusing on what truly matters to you and not necessarily what everybody else wants you to do, that's going to be a big thing for you because you want the balance. You want the balance of your spiritual life, you know, the full physical, mind, spirit, all of it together. And I think this Scorpio season, there will be some moments where you just no longer can accept the way things have been done before. You guys are super innovative and wanting to be, you know, connected to humanity anyways in a very spiritual sense. So allowing yourself to adjust is kind of a big deal for you guys so that you feel like you belong. There's sort of a sense of, you know, last month we talked about wanting to level up your love life and wanting to level up in ways that you're connecting with people that are like-minded individuals and can really vibe with you on a different kind of level. So November is going to be a lot of reclaiming your space and allowing yourself to say no when things don't feel particularly on board with what you're trying to vibe with and where you feel like you're going. So, you know, we have this full moon in Taurus that's happening on the 31st, and that's happening in your home life. That's happening in your 4th house. And I think that, you know, it being conjunct Uranus, which very much rules the Aquarius lifestyle, along with Saturn, which you're going to actually see coming into your sign in December. You know, we got a brief glimpse of that earlier this year, but as you see Saturn coming into your sign in December, it's like a light switch almost goes on, where your safety, security, feeling like you're at home, feeling like you're with family, feeling like, you know, you no longer can accept, you know, being unstable. Right? Like not, you know, and this whole year has been about like revelations and revealing who we are and where we stand, and are we going to be able to step into the new earth and into the golden age into a way that is seamless, or is it going to be like this bumpy roller coaster ride? Well, for some of us it's been seamless, for some of us it's been a bumpy roller coaster ride. And I think a lot of you are recognizing where your stability actually needs to be within yourself so that you can feel stable in your environment, so that you can feel stable with the things that are coming up. So this month is going to be quite interesting. And the leveling up that you guys are going to be creating for yourselves in a way, it's like, you know that certain things have to end. Oof. Okay. All right. You know that certain things have to end. And you know that things you've even started this year, the people that you have created with, the people that you have connected with in a way, some of those people, you know, your journey with them is over. It was like that fast, right? And some people are, you know, that are going to be there for the long haul, and allowing yourself to see both sides of that as a blessing and not a curse, because, you know, we have to remember that people come into our lifetimes for different seasons. They're either there for a short amount of time, they're there for a long amount of time, or they're there for a lifetime, right? and allowing ourselves to see relationships in that kind of way, and not necessarily that it, the lessons that we're learning and the life experiences that people teach us. Okay. So there is a sense of closure when it comes to I want to say your work life, but there's a sense there, I feel like there's a project that you've been working on. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you the cards. I think that a lot of you are going to be taking some time out for yourself this month. So we have the World, and then we have Judgment, and then we have the Hermit. There might be some things that are coming out about a Virgo. There might be some information that's coming out about a Virgo, or you're recognizing that you need to have some quiet time, some quiet space. You need to get into hermit mode and allow yourself to reassess certain situations in order for you to move forward, in order for you to push on. The Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Swords. Sometimes when we're on this journey and it feels like it's so monotonous over and over and over again, and all these lessons we really want to learn, but it seems like we just keep on going over the same thing over and over and over again. A lot of the times it's because with that Five of Swords, we're lying to ourselves more than we would care to admit, right? Because the Five of Swords is like a lack mentality in your thinking, in your thoughts. Swords are thoughts, swords are communication. And with Judgment, you are being very, very divinely guided right now, but you're also being asked to take a moment. Just take pause, take a moment, reassess what's happening, reassess the existence in your world, and then allow yourself to move forward from there. Don't forget to enjoy things. Don't forget to find the good, find the positive light, find the existence within the monotony. You see what I'm saying? Because this Eight of Pentacles is about not skipping the steps. And I think the more you allow yourself to not skip the steps, and this is in whatever you're doing. When I say not skip the steps, I mean, whether it's a big life change, whether you're moving, whether you're, whatever cycle is ending, there's a new one that's being presented to you. But you know that it's time. You know that it's time to be on your own. You know that it's time to create from a place of your own heart center, your own heart space, and not be influenced by the entire world or everything that's going on around you. So let's see what the World. So I did want to tell you guys, while I'm shuffling, I'll just tell you guys what's I do have some spots left for the 6-month forecast, the pre-order of the 6-month forecast. And with the pre-order, you also get December's energy. So it'll be December through June of next year. That information is in the description box below. Okay. Decisions, right? So we have the Knight of Wands here on the World. When it comes to making decisions on where we need to go and what we need to do next, and how do we end the cycle, and how do we start a new one, and what is that really going to look like, a lot of times it's just about being in the moment. A lot of times it's about being in the present moment. If you're feeling really wishy-washy, there could also be a fire sign that you're having to close out a cycle with because they're being wishy-washy, or maybe it's even the Virgo energy that's being really wishy-washy, and you're having to pay attention more so to the actions of other people than you would normally be paying attention to them. It almost feels as if the decisions that you're having to make right now are actually very clear. You're just not sure how to make them or what to do with these decisions or how it's going to happen. And instead of killing yourself doing the what, where, why, and how on these decisions, allow yourself to sit in it. Allow yourself to listen to what the universe is offering to you, because really right now the focus needs to be on what it is that's going to make you happy. What is it that's going to fill up your own cup? There's excuse me. My voice just cracked like a 13-year-old boy. There's also, that's why I'm drinking my lemon honey water, because it's so cold right now and it's snowing and my voice is dry, of course. There's also a very clear recognition that you want to be able to give love. You want to be able to, give back love to other people. But are you giving enough to yourself first? Because we don't want to, this Ace of Cups here on Judgment, I mean, the Ace of Cups for me is different than what a lot of readers would say, because for me, the Ace of Cups is about self-love first. And the universe is literally screaming at you with that Judgment card, giving you the opportunity and the space and the time to really, truly love yourself and really, truly fill up your own cup first before you start giving to other people. Like, let your cup overflow. You see how that Ace of Cups is overflowing? Let your cup overflow first and foremost before you just start giving it all away to everyone else. And if that means that you have to get into hermit mode, now what's hermit mode? We've talked about this before. And you guys are very similar to Virgos in a lot of ways, where you will overthink yourself to death. So instead of being in hermit mode, overthinking yourself to death, let's look at hermit mode as an opportunity to really get in touch with source energy. Whatever source energy is for you, if it's God, if it's Jesus, if it's Jehovah, if it's Buddha, if it's Abraham, whoever, right? If it's just the earth's energy, right? I look at source energy as all that is. We are all connected to source energy. We are all part of source energy, right? And sometimes we have to ignore everybody else in order to connect to that in a really big way. You may be feeling a little bit ignored by the Virgo. The Four of Cups on the Hermit, this could go both ways. You could be feeling really ignored by the Virgo, or the Virgo could be feeling really ignored by you. And either way, both of you will have to understand that there is a clear indication that your cup needs to be filled. And really it's more about, what are you doing to love yourself so much that nobody else can really affect your energy? That's the actual question that I would like for you to ponder as we move into November, is what are you doing, and are you loving yourself so much that nobody else's energy can even affect you in any way, shape, or form? So let's see what this Eight of Pentacles is, because I feel like part of you is just ignoring everybody, and part of you is really wanting to take a lot of steps forward when it comes to relationships and creating and, overthinking much, are we? So we have the King of Pentacles on the Eight of Pentacles. So there's definitely some earth energy, Virgo energy here. Strong, strong Virgo vibes. A steady stream of income moving forward for you guys is going to have a lot to do with how much you feel, like how good you feel about the road moving forward, and how good you feel about the path that you're creating in your life. The Ten of Swords on the Five of Swords. I mean, you can talk yourself out of happiness like that. You guys are, I mean, it is just the easiest thing for you guys to do, to talk yourself out of happiness, if you really want to. But on the other end of it, allowing yourself to not sit in this state of anxiety, right? Nine of Swords and the King of Cups. So the water sign is bringing you anxiety. The earth sign wants to work with you. The earth sign wants to take things slow. The water sign is making you second guess yourself. I mean, that kind of is, you know, I feel like being really super out of balance right now is sort of a running theme for everybody, but allowing yourself to come out of that, come out of this by making a choice for you. The balance that you're going to find is when you see that your independence is within. The Nine of Pentacles with justice. I mean, we're all wanting a little bit of justice. And justice, you know, Libra is your ninth house. So finding that justice within the self, finding that justice within philosophy, finding that justice within your spiritual life and source energy, and allowing yourself to really take a step back. I don't think that you necessarily, I don't think that you have all of the information on the Scorpio energy, which is this water sign over here. I don't think that you have all the information. I think that they've sort of pulled the wool over your eyes, if you will. If you look at that Two of Swords, she's blindfolded. And with this Nine of Swords here, it's almost as if they're just driving you crazy. Like, I don't know that I would even want to be a part of that. Whatever water sign this is. Whatever Scorpio energy it is. But also, I feel like this Scorpio season is, I mean, this is kind of a huge metaphor for Scorpio season here. That Two of Swords, for you guys, like not really knowing what's coming, not really seeing the bigger picture, not really knowing if you can trust people or if this is just like a big, huge disaster in the making. I don't want anybody to make you feel like you're less than who you are. And I do feel like there's some information where you're going to have to make decisions based on the way your environment is making you feel. Because with the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, it's almost as if it doesn't even matter if the money is coming in or not anymore. Like, I know for a lot of us, we really want to have that money coming in. We really want to be able to pay attention and be excited about the money coming in. But at this point, it's like, well, if the money's coming in or if the money's not coming in, I know that what I have to do is look out for myself more than anything else. And I think that you have some pretty big decisions that you have to make. There's Earth energy here again with the Star. You know, so in order for you to create the stability in your life with, you know, the decisions that you're making, you're at a really big crossroads, Aquarius. And I think that November is going to reveal a lot about how much you've been giving to other people and not giving enough to yourself. I think it's going to be revealing quite a bit. And if you've already recognized where you're doing that and where you've been giving too much of yourself and not giving enough back to yourself, not giving enough back to you, if you've already realized that, but you're continuing to do the same pattern over and over and over again, that revelation is also going to really be loud for you. And I think that it's time, instead of doing this back and forth, this wishy-washy, I don't know how to make it end. I don't know how to make it end. I don't know how to make it end. Instead of doing that, just make it end. Because the more energy you're putting into the ending, the closer the ending gets. It just depends on, like, you have all the control over how things go. But the more you allow yourself to cater to everybody else's needs and not yours, the harder this is going to be. Your stability is everything right now, everything. And it's very hard to find stability in this super unbalanced energy. So here we are. You do know, though, you do absolutely know that there is a decision that you have to make. And it seems like you have a decision between two different people. One person works very easily with you and the other person just drives you up the wall. So however that's going to work out for you, you're going to have to put that out on your own. I think that, man, if it were me, I would want to be around people that make my life easier and not harder. But that's just me. All right. I love you guys. Come join us in the memberships if you haven't yet. We do a lot of really fun things. You get discounts on readings. You get a whole bunch of energy updates, and you get access to me on Discord, and we have a really good time in the membership. So join us. All of that information is in the description box. I've also added group distance Reiki twice a month, so everybody's getting like all of their energy cleared out twice a month. It's really cool. I love you guys. Have a wonderful November, and I will see you really soon. Bye.